Last week, we bought REA Group just one day after they announced the interest rates are going up again. Is our trend following system broken? Did our rock solid, completely confident trading mindset lead us down the garden path? Or do we maybe just know something that others don't? Let me take a couple of minutes and show you why we bought it and why we're not afraid to buy a stock like this in the current market conditions when others might be sitting on the sidelines, too scared to jump in and play the game. It all comes down to the fact that we follow a mechanical system and trade it consistently. We don't get overexcited with winning trades, and we're not afraid of losing trades. We're big believers in investing the way that Mark Douglas states in his book, Trading in the Zone. He says, I don't think I could put the difference between the consistent winners and everyone else more simply than this. The best traders aren't afraid. Now, while it takes time to achieve this peaceful and objective way to look at the markets, having a process and strategy that's already got a positive mathematical edge behind it helps to shortcut the path to consistency and therefore confidence. Here's the buy signal from last week. Here you can quite clearly see it. The big green arrow on the chart after breaking through our buy-sell algorithm, which is the red indicator line that you can see on the chart there. You can see where the recent sell signal occurred after locking in a nice profit over the past 6 months. Wow, who knew there were actually stocks that went up and did well in the past 6 months, despite all the doom and gloom that the media would have you believe. But if we just sold out, why would we buy again, you might ask? Well, the reason for the sell was protection. If REA Group had fallen 44% like it did during COVID, and then funnily enough, it fell by exactly the same amount again in 2022, you don't want to be there for it, right? When the sell signal occurs, you don't know the future. So it's all about making sure that the worst doesn't happen and you give back all your profit or experience a huge loss. So you get out and you protect. Simple. If you're a trader that understands that anything can happen in the market and you're at peace with that, you don't sit there and think, maybe I should get out or maybe I should stay in. You don't ponder whether things are going to get better or they're going to get worse. Your highly researched sell signals tell you to get out and you sell. Easy as that. Remember, it's all about being consistent in every type of market condition. If you know that you're protected, you can be much more confident placing the next trade and the trade after that. So if we go back a little bit, you can see the previous buy signal and what happened afterwards. When you get the buy signal, you can see the indicator sits below the price. It never gets lower than the day that you get into it. Then as the price starts to rise, it ratchets up along with it. It's about buying in and hoping for the best, all while protecting against the worst happening. So when it does eventually fall, you sell out, you lock in your profit and you move on. You're at one with the outcome and you've used the market trend to your advantage. So it's happy days. Now, to take that even further, because to get to that point, you've got to know that your system actually works, we can look at the stats or the data behind the signals themselves. Here we can see that over all the trades that we've had on REA Group over the past 10 years, 63% of them have been winners. Pretty good. We win more often than we lose. That's a good start. Most investors start off their journey trying to develop a strategy. They spend years of trial and error, tinkering with different indicators, trying different pieces of software, and listening to different market gurus. They spend so long on the search for the investing holy grail that they never get to the part that's really important, the trading mindset. You see, we get a lot of people that come to us to shortcut that whole system development process. They can see the stats behind the signals, which helps them to build trust that it actually works. After all, we've been around doing this for 28 years already, so we must be doing something right. But as you may have seen in the previous videos, having more winners than losers isn't enough. So we've got to delve deeper. So to take that further on the data, we can see on REA Group that our average winning trade is 24.47%, and the average losing trade is only 6.61%. Pretty detailed stuff, isn't it? If you're going to be confident actually trading your system. If you don't know the stats and results of your system, how can you ever be consistent? And if you can't be consistent, how can you ever truly be comfortable and confident with your investing? A mechanical process, whether it be your own that you develop or one that comes from somebody else's research, is the only way to achieve that. And if you don't have such a process, chances are you're going to make decisions on the fly. You'll worry when markets are choppy, you're going to get nervous when there's a big news event, and you're going to make mistakes that ends up costing you money. And no one wants that. When you don't have to worry about those sort of things, you can breathe and just focus on executing your process flawlessly. Now, while that takes effort at first in itself, and that's why we're such big believers in teaching the right trading psychology to be successful in the market long term, you're much, much closer to becoming a peaceful investor once you've got a mechanical or systemized process in place first. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of getting the right mindset for long-term investing success here today. There are plenty of videos in our Peaceful Investor playlist here on YouTube, so go and check them out after this video. For now, we're in REA Group, comfortable in where we stand, peacefully holding on and waiting for an exit signal to be triggered for either a profit or a loss. Then we'll sell. Simple as that. As always, this video is for education purposes only and shouldn't be taken as specific advice to buy, hold, or sell any position in the market, and that past performance is not an indication of future performance. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with some of the new positions that we've bought or sold, or would like to learn all the ins and outs of trading the stock market with a system, then subscribe to the channel and tap the bell to get all the notifications for all the latest trades. Until next time, when I look forward to showing you around the markets again, I wish you consistent and objective investing. Bye for now.